South Africa has been experiencing rising inflation pressures and energy challenges in recent months. High food and fuel prices are expected to push up inflation to 5.5% year-on-year when Stats SA releases the numbers this week. Fuel and electricity are the key drivers of inflation, with load shedding adding to high production costs and further escalating prices. The sharp rise in global oil prices and the weakening of the rand are among other risks to the inflation outlook.
The Monetary Policy Committee decision of the South African Reserve Bank will be determined by its views on the future trajectory of inflation. Inflation has accelerated in the past few months, but my current impression is that inflation is still well anchored, and inflation expectations are also well anchored at the level of 4.5% going forward. Given this outcome to date, in my view, it will not be necessary for the Reserve Bank and for the Monetary Policy Committee to change interest rates at this point in time.
But it remains to be seen which direction the Reserve Bank will take this week. The bank has previously said that low interest rates alone cannot support economic activity. It says government should accelerate structural reforms to address low economic growth. Some economists do not expect any change in the repo rate this week, but they expect the hiking cycle to begin early next year.
The Monetary Policy Committee will only consider higher interest rates if it becomes abundantly clear that both inflation and inflation expectations, and therefore also future inflation, has a higher trajectory for coming months.
Economists expect retail sales to fall by a further 1.5% year-on-year in September, ahead of Black Friday at the end of this month. Stats SA will also release the September retail sales this week. The slowdown in retail sales is largely because of consumers who have not yet recovered fully from the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, as household debt is still elevated at 66% of disposable income. Naledi Matlapeng, SABC News, Johannesburg.